So my name is Eric Nichols, and I'm the Associate Director of Youth Ministry at the Jesuit Spiritual Center in Milford, Ohio. As a Jesuit center, the Ignatian charism has always been really influential to me, and St. Ignatius of Loyola especially. I really identify and connect a lot with his story. He was a man who lived a very worldly existence. He was a soldier and was injured as a soldier on the battlefield, and through that experience, which was one that almost ended his life, he also came to recognize that maybe God was calling him down a new path. One thing that I think people sometimes are surprised when they talk to me about youth ministry is finding out that I never was part of a youth group growing up. I think a lot of people assume that, like, youth ministers all had that youth group experience, and I, for a variety of reasons, just never did. And so even when I was in college and I was studying theology, I was kind of more thinking I'd get into more of an education, like school-based role. And I didn't even really know much about what a youth minister did or how that worked. I found that some of the things that led me to ministry were opportunities I experienced in high school and college when I got to take on kind of a leadership role, whether it was on a mission trip or organizing, kind of a local service activity like a canned food drive, or maybe something we were doing at our parish. Whether it was being like a retreat team member at my high school on like a Kairos retreat, or when I was in college on different retreat programs. Those kind of things, kind of being like a volunteer and helping out, gave me an opportunity to kind of feel out, is this something that I would like to do full time? I've met people who just got involved in youth ministry and they were 40, 50, 60 years old. And some of the best ministers I know are people who are a lot older. I think there's kind of a bias sometimes. People think like, oh, the youth minister has to be someone who's super young, and they don't. But at the same time, I think it's a beautiful thing that you can bring your own gifts and your own talents to it. Everybody's ministry is very unique, and kind of one of the first things I mentioned was how youth ministry is very relational. And through kind of connecting with other youth ministers who were kind of leading me through those service experiences, kind of awakened this desire in me to do that same thing. They were very impactful for me in my own spiritual formation of being able to go and be with people who were living in poverty, or people who had gone through different kinds of struggle situations in their life, everything from doing relief work after Hurricane Katrina to traveling to El Salvador. And I started to realize that some of the different men and women who had walked with me on that journey, had played a really big role in kind of guiding me through those experiences, and I wanted the opportunity to do that as well.